Today we are going to start a new chapter in Python, that is plotting with Pyplot. In this chapter you will study about how to analyze the data pictorially. Means you can represent the data on the charts or graphs so that analysis can be done at a very fast speed. For this, first you understand the definition of visualization. What do you mean by visualization? Visualization is a word formed from the visual. It means it is the representation of an object, situation, or set of information as a chart or any other image. It means our data will be represented in the form of chart or image. You all know that when we represent the data on image, the data become more impactful and meaningful, and you can easily analyze the data with the help of this chart. Python offers many such features by which we can analyze the data with the help of these graphs. So in this chapter we will study about these methods, that how we can plot our data on the 2D graphs. The graphs which formed in Python are 2D, not 3D. It means drawn on the plane, 2 axes. The graph has x-axis and y-axis, as you have studied in class 9th or 10th, that how to draw the graphs on a plane. In Python, there is a library matplotlib that is used to draw the graphs. The quality of the graphs is very fine, so that you can use these images in publication also, and across the platform you can import these graphs in your documentation, in your project. You can import these graphics. These are very good quality graphs, good quality images. You can save these graphs and use for your project file. Now, why we use matplotlib? Matplotlib, as we have discussed, it is a library in Python that is used to draw the 2D graphs like bar chart, line chart, scatter chart, pie chart, histogram, etc. In Anaconda, this library is already installed. No need to install a separate library for this. But if you are working in a standard Python, you have to install this library using the pip command. Clear? In this library, we will study the module Pyplot. This Pyplot is what? This is the module which contain the methods to draw the charts. Clear? Matplotlib is the library and Pyplot is the module which we study in this library, and it contains variety of graphs and plots like histogram, bar chart, pie chart. All these methods are available, and we can integrate the numpy and pandas as well to make our graphs. And it provides the environment same as MATLAB. MATLAB is a software that is similar to the mathematics laboratory. To install the matplotlib, you have to open the command prompt and then go back to the root directory and type the command pip install matplotlib. This command you can use to install the matplotlib library. This library contains all the modules related to the charts. Clear? Next is, here are some examples of charts. Like in the first diagram, you can see this is the bar chart. Bar chart you have studied in class 8th, 9th. It is a 2D graph, two axes, one is x-axis and another is y-axis, and it represents the value in the form of bar. Clear? The value is represented by the height of the bar. In this graph you can see two series we have used, blue one and green one. It means two data series we are presenting on the bar graph. Now you can see the labeling of the chart, like we have x-axis in this diagram, we have y-axis. X-axis is the horizontal axis, y-axis is the vertical axis, and x labels you can see. X label you can see player is the x label. Label help us to understand what does the axis represent. On the y-axis we have used scores, on the x-axis players, and you can see at the top of the graph there is a title, scores by the players. Clear? Y-axis label is there, and one more thing you can see, legend is there. Legend is what, when you represent more than one series on the plot, then this signify that which color represent which series. In this diagram, blue color represent the data of Sachin and green color represent the data of, or we can say the score of Rahul. It means if we place the legend in our chart, user can easily understand by the color which data represent to which bar. Clear? In the second table you can see we have given different examples like line chart, how to draw the line chart in Python. Line chart is also a 2D graph, x-axis, y-axis, and you will plot the points on the x-axis corresponding to y-axis, and then plot these points, and after plotting the points you will join these points with the straight line segments, and you will get the line chart. Clear? In the first example, one series is plotted on the graph, and in the second example on the right side you can see one line chart is of red color and second is of black color. It means two series, two data sets plotted on the same plane. Clear? These points are called the markers. Clear? Next is bar chart. Bar chart is, as we have discussed at the top, you can see bar chart vertical. On the right side you can see two data sets are plotted on a same bar chart. Next, some more examples. This is the bar chart horizontal. In bar chart horizontal, the axis will be flipped. X-axis flipped to y-axis and y-axis flipped to x-axis. Clear? Next is pie chart. Pie chart is the circular shape, and the circle is divided into sectors with different colors according to the percentage of data. These are some of the examples of the charts which we will study in Python in this chapter. Some more charts we will study like scatter chart, histogram, box plot, frequency polygon. Clear? But according to the new syllabus, these are out of the syllabus, but we will discuss for the knowledge. Clear? Scatter chart is just same as the line chart. Only difference is that you will plot the points and don't join the points with the help of line segment. You simply plot the points on the plane, then it forms the scatter chart. Clear? Histogram is somewhat similar to the bar chart. In case of histogram, the continuous series will be used, and the histogram, the bars are joined to each other. But in bar graph, you can see there is a gap in between the bars. Clear? In Python, we can easily create these graphs with the very less code. You simply type 3 or 4 line code and you will get these charts. Clear? We can customize these charts according to our requirement. First, when we execute the 3-4 lines code, the chart will be created very easily, but that chart may not meet our all requirements. We need to customize this chart. Clear? And we will study later all these type of methods. Clear? First, we will study the basic concept how to create the chart in Pyplot module. Here is a table. You can see some important functions are written over here. Plot function is here to create the graphs. X label, Y label, title, bar, bar H, pie, figure. These are some of the names of the methods which we will use in this chapter to create our chart. Clear? Next is, first we will discuss about line graph. Line graph as shown in the diagram on the previous page. It is simply a 2D chart, chart drawn on the 2D plane. X-axis is there, Y-axis is there. You will plot the points and then join these points with the help of line segment. Clear? A line chart is a type of chart which display information as a series of data points called marker. These points are called marker, connected by a straight line segment. Let us take an example here. You can see the table shows passenger car fuel rates in miles per gallon for several years. Make a line graph of the data during which 2 periods did the fuel rate decrease. You have to find out in which 2 year period the fuel rate gets decreased. Clear? If we analyze this data with the help of graph, we can easily find out these years where the line chart degrades. It means in that year the price gets fall. See, the two data series we have, one is year and another is rate. In year we have 4 years, 2000, 2002, 2004, 2006. And in rate you can see 21.0, 20.7, the rate per gallon is there. Now you can see in the box, red boundary box is there, the code is written. First you have to import the for making the line graph. First import matplotlib.pyplot as p. This first line indicate that you are importing the Pyplot module in our program. As p means you are using an alias, that is p for matplotlib.pyplot. Similarly for import numpy as np, we have already know the concept. np is the alias name for numpy library, then we will use the np name in all the code. And similarly here matplotlib.pyplot is named as p. Now I can use p instead of this matplotlib.pyplot. First we will create two data series, two data sets. YR we have created as a list, rate I have created as a list. Here instead of list I can use an array or series also. It depends on us in which data structure we place our data values. Then I have used the function p.plot bracket YR comma rate. I am passing here two parameters. First is year and second is rate. When we use the plot function for making the line chart, the first parameter drawn on the x-axis and second parameter drawn on the y-axis. Then at the last we will use p dot show. It means when we plot any graph in Python, last line of the code must be p dot show. If you don't write this statement at the last, graph will not be shown on the screen, not shown in our output. Clear? After executing this code, you will get this output. You can see a line chart will be drawn. X-axis contain years and y-axis contain rate, and points are plotted. You can see line is drawn but markers are not shown. Instead, the line graph will be shown in blue color by default. The color of the line is blue by default. You can change this color. It means the output which you are getting is not satisfactory because labeling is not there. We need to customize this plot as per our requirements. Clear? We will study later all these things as we proceed. Clear? Next, in next box you can see we have tried to customize some of the things like year, rate stored in the list, pl.plot yr comma rate color equal to red. It means I have changed the color of the line to red. I can use this code as pl.plot bracket yr comma rate comma, simply you can write red in single quotes, or you can simply write r in single quote. Clear? Most of the color has first letter used for the color name. R for red, B for blue, G for green, Y for yellow. Like this notation we can use. Color equal to red, or we can simply write red, or we can simply write R. No need to write color equal to. It is not mandatory to write. Then I have used p dot x label and bracket year. It means on the x-axis label year will be shown. Y-axis label I have used rate. On the y-axis rate text will be shown in my output. P dot title fuel rate in every 2 years, and the last line is p dot show. It means my chart is little bit customized. Color of the line is red. Labeling of x-axis and y-axis I have used. Clear? And title of the plot also I have used fuel rate in every 2 years. Clear? Hope you clear all the things, the basic concepts of the plotting. Revise all the things. See you soon in the next